All right. Well, thank you guys so much for taking time tonight to spend with us. We really honestly, this is our first time to do this just for our little team. We've done it before with our leaders, and so we are super excited to get to do our own. And so my name is Christy, and I am the leader on Team Empower, and I've been doing this almost 5 years. And I love it, and I love helping everybody meet their goals, whatever that may be. We have people that just want to get their products paid for. They love these products. And then we have people that want to be able to pay for their mortgage or pay car payments, save for college. And then we have people that actually want to quit their job and stay home. So we're here tonight just to share a little bit of insight as to how we all got started and what all entails in doing Rodan Fields for us. And we just hope that you'll have fun and that you can get a little bit of insight. So I've got Annie here.
Hi.
And Annie, why are you sitting right here?
I'm here because I'm a nurse and I just got up for 12-hour shift. And
oh my gosh,
I didn't have time to make it home. I live about 25, 30 minutes away from here and didn't have time to make it all the way home in time for this. So I live close to my work. So here I am.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your story and what sparked your interest in Rodan Fields.
Okay. Well, so I was Christy's customer. We're friends from college, and I had been buying products from her for a few months, and I had been having really good results from the lash boost. So I was getting a lot of compliments, and I wanted to buy some lash boost for my mom through my account, and was talking to Christy about it. And she was like, well, hey, you could, if your mom could be your first customer and you could make a little money, and all those people that are complimenting you on your lashes, they could be your customers and you could make a little money. And so that was intriguing to me. And, I'd known Christy for a while, and I thought, well, if she can do it, why can't I do it? It's worth a shot. So
right.
That kind of excited me.
And how long have you been doing it?
A year and a half.
Okay. And has that changed anything for your job situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been able to, I only was working 2 days a week. Now I only work about 1 day a week, thanks to Rodan Fields. So that's been really nice. Like, I have 3 little kids, so I get to be home with them more and more around for their activities. So that's been great.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
We have lots of fun. We were college not roommates, sorority sisters. So this is so fun. Okay, next I'm going to go to Kazi, because Kazi, when I first approached her with Rodan Fields, she wasn't quite as enthusiastic. Can you share with us, Kazi?
Hi. Yeah, that's true. When Christy first told me about this about 4 years ago, I was totally uninterested. Didn't even want to have a conversation with her about it. And then over the next 4 years, I proceeded to watch her bloom and grow. And I thought, I want to do this. And she was having so much fun. And so anyway, I called her up and said, hey, I'm in. Let's go for it.
And you were like, I'm signing up. I was like, what? This is out of the blue. Well, awesome. Well, so what were you looking for with Rodan Fields when it was introduced to you? Or, I mean, not when it was introduced, but you just were looking for something that was fun that you could just do with your schedule?
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
That's what I like about it, is that it's flexible. It's not an 8-to-5 job. I can do it because there are an awful lot of other things that I do. I'm an avid needle pointer, and there's several needlepoint groups that I belong to, and I'm one of the teachers, and I didn't want to give any of that up. And also, I'm a grandmother. I love babysitting my grandchildren. Actually, they were here today for a couple of hours, and so it's I just like the flexibility, and and I love the products. The products are awesome. They're, well, and also I'm 60, so, the wrinkles are there and the dark spots are there. And I'm a breast cancer survivor. And I've been trying, I tried the organic and some of the essential oils, and I just wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And as I mentioned, I was watching Christy Bloom, and she was taking off running, and I thought, I'm missing the boat here. And so I wanted to join the party.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Kazi. So we're going to move on to Kirsten. And so tell us real quick kind of how you got started with R+F and like what you were doing were you looking for Rodan Fields?
Well, I had heard about it, and I have a dear friend from many years ago who is a consultant, and I had seen her posts, and I've heard about the product, and I knew it was great. And I'm so glad I saw that. So it kind of primed the pump for fate would have it that I would meet you at the gym, and we knew each other from many years ago, and it was just a no-brainer for me. I was absolutely looking for something that gave me freedom to be home with my children and have an income, a residual income. It's just, the product is great. I feel like once I make a connection with somebody one-on-one and they try it, they will love it. It's just, it's just being determined and setting goals and saying, okay, today I'm going to reach out to 5 people, and I've grown a lot over the past year. I was kind of embarrassed and shy, and I'm not shy, but I mean, it was definitely out of my comfort zone, being in sales, because, just that kind of, I felt like that was not good. And now I've completely done a 180, and it's fabulous. I'm very proud of what I do. I'm proud of the product. And, to someone that says no, I just say, oh, you're missing out on an opportunity. And I hope that I don't know what I'm trying to say, just that, I don't even have my own team yet. I'm just selling. And so I've learned a lot, and I've gotten out of my comfort zone, and I'm so glad I did, because I'm realizing the potential, and I'm just like a baby still, I think, in this business, really. But if I can just get out of my own way, the sky's the limit,
Right. Awesome. Okay. Well, tell us what your favorite product is and why.
Well, initially my favorite product, it still is the hydration serum, because I'm a rosacea queen, and it's all about dryness, and that hydration serum really helped me. I started in October, so I hit it in the winter when it was dry, and I mean, my skin just sucks that stuff up. I use it in the morning and at night. But now that my skin has gotten better, actually I just need it in the morning. I don't need it morning and night like I used to. So,
okay. All right.
And I don't have to wear as much makeup. Actually, I forget to put on makeup.
Right.
Which is unbelievable.
Your skin looks amazing. I think everyone on here their skin looks amazing. That's kind of a perk of the business, right?
I can always tell an R+F person.
Yeah.
They're not all made up.
Right.
They just look natural and glowy, and their eyelashes are killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually just like a shiny lip, a little blush, and eyelashes.
Right.
And that's the R+F look.
Right. I'm going to share just real quick. So when I was first approached with Rodan Fields, I was struggling with acne, like all along my jawline. And then I had big hunkers, kind of random. And I was covering them up with lots of makeup, concealer and like heavy makeup, and my skin's oily. And so in Houston, it was like horrible. And so I'll never forget, Nikki told me that this was created by the doctors that created Proactive. And so I was like, well, maybe they know something about acne. So I was willing to give it a try, and she told me that I had 60 days, even if the bottles were empty, that I could send it all back and get a full refund. So for me, you know, I was willing to try anything. And so that really impressed me that they stood behind the products like that. And for me as a consultant, I love being able to tell people that too, because the doctors stand behind it. And very rarely do we have people that send stuff back. I find that most of the time when they do, they either aren't using it correctly, like they're just trying to use like one product out of the regimen by itself, or they're mixing it with something else that's not in our line. So of course, my favorite product is Unblemished, the regimen. And then so once I saw results within like 2 weeks, I started noticing results, and I was blown away. And I decided, well, if my friend Nikki was doing this, maybe I could do it too, because I was watching her on Facebook. And when she originally approached me, I was like, yeah, that's for you. I'm not a salesperson. I do IT. You know, before kids, I did IT. I sat behind a computer. Like I'm an introvert, not a salesperson. So, but once I, you know, loved the products and saw the business model and the residual income model where people are literally putting the products down the drain, I realized that this was something bigger. So anyway, well, Annie, will you share us your hesitation, how you told me you were like, I don't think so, Christine.
No, I was just nervous because I'd never sold anything in my life. So like I said, I'm a nurse, and I've never sold anything. I don't know how to sell. That makes me nervous and embarrassed, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, so I thought that would make it really hard. And but really, so when I did love the products, and so I just basically was telling my friends and family about them and what I liked. And I actually think that not being real salesy has helped me, because I think it makes me more like approachable, and I think people don't feel like I'm trying to trick them into buying anything or, you know, pull a fast one on them. So I think sometimes not being salesy can actually be an advantage.
Right.
I think you're more trustworthy that way.
Right. And the first thing that I tell all new consultants, if there haven't been a customer, okay, your first assignment is to just try every regimen. You know, it's like Christmas when you get your big kit. You know, I always recommend people do the top 2 kits, because you have each regimen, so you can try it, and you can also let your friends try it. And so that builds your confidence in the products. Even though we are the #1 skincare brand in North America, which we weren't when I first started 5 years ago. We were #4, and now we've moved up. Then we were #2, and then the last 2 years we've been #1. So, and then we're also the #1 anti-aging brand and the #1 premium anti-acne brand. So just
really,
you didn't know that.
No.
So what, Kirsten, is that you?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Oh
No.
my gosh.
I didn't know we were the premium, like the premier, like Blemish.
Yes.
Both of my daughters are on Unblemish, and their skin is flawless.
Yes. It's amazing. I mean,
Carolyn used to, my 16-year-old used to have the worst blackheads. God, I thought they were just going to move in.
Yeah.
Like for years, they were on her nose.
Right.
And then within, you know, we put that cream on there, I'd say within 3 to 4 months, they started coming out. And there was one tenacious one, man, when it finally came out, like, I don't know, like 7 months later, we had a party.
Yeah.
But after that one, they're gone. It's miraculous. And it's good to teach the girls to take care of their skin at a young age.
Yeah. Right. I know we have lots of teenage customers, and then I love the Soothe because it's gentle enough that babies can even have it on their body.
And husbands too.
Yes.
My husband loves the Soothe. He has redness and dryness. Good grief.
Right.
But you know, he still doesn't do the step 1, but I've got him on step 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Had him on step 2 for like the longest time. Now he's doing 2 and 3. I made him put a sunscreen in his car, and now I put in both showers the cleanser, so like he'll think to use it. He's
Yeah. That's
it's the whole regimen that is killer.
Yeah, I mean, my dad used to use Dial soap on his hair, his face, his body, and now he's a full believer. He loves the Soothe and the men's regimen, which it's like a miracle. And now he's like, he'll like steal my mom's Redefine cream, and she's like, I need to order some more. And, yeah. So anyway, we have something for everyone with skin, is what I'm saying. We really do.
And it really helps people. I mean, that was huge for me from that training that we went to a couple weeks ago, that, just get out of my head that, I'm being a nuisance or a bother, or, I don't want to be, salesy, as you were saying, but, I definitely want to help people, and it's just wonderful. It's like an added perk. It's kind of, you can tell people are kind of dubious at first, which is natural. I mean, everywhere we go as women, we're inundated with ads for anti-aging and treating the wrinkles and, this and that. And so I think we have to learn to filter through all that and just say, hey, I understand what you're going through.
Right.
Just hear me out. Give this a try. And, if you use all 4 steps, you will see results.
Right. So the other objection that we commonly get, that what I personally, when I looked at the price tag of the top 2 kits, I was like, oh dear, I don't know if I have $700 or $1,000 sitting around. So for me, I did the $695 kit because I'd already purchased a lot as a customer.
Right.
Now the $995 kit is the way to go, honestly, because it has all the samples and everything. But for me, when I was talking to Nikki, my friend, and then the other, my other friend that was her leader, they reassured me, because at the time, my husband, he said, well, as long as you get the money back, I bet you'll get it back in a year. And so that's what I told them. I said, I at least need to get it back in a year, because I feel so guilty spending all this money. And they told me, Christy, no, we will help you. We have a proven system on our team, and it's very simple. And as long as you do what we tell you to do, then you will get your money back within 2 to 3 months. And so I was determined that I was going to do that. And it turned out within the 2nd month, I actually got my full $695 and more back of commission. And so, I mean, that says a lot to me. And I want to always make sure people know that you can get your investment back very quickly. And it's very common for people to not have $700 sitting around, right? And so luckily you can put it on a credit card, and then you can pay it back, pretty quickly. So I'm not going to guarantee the 2 to 3 month thing, but I will tell you that if you do what we tell you, and take the simple steps, then you will, you've got to do the work. It's not going to be simple, but you've got to do the work.
Well, I mean, I started during opera season. I mean, I joined at the absolute worst time for me, business wise. And I just barely hit EC my first month. But I'd say the next month or 2, I made my $1,000 back.
Right.
Probably. And I loved everything I got in my kit. I mean, you get so much for your $1,000. You get like $2,000 worth of stuff.
Right.
Like if you price it all out, it's just very, very generous what they give you.
Right. And so the kit, just for people,
there's an incentive and a bonus, and
yeah, we have lots of fun bonuses, and
yeah. And I really feel taken care of. Like I wasn't just fed to the wolves. I mean, once I joined, I was definitely, under Christy's umbrella, and she, is still guiding me and training me and like giving me advice and things to do to help my business. And I wasn't just left alone and like, okay, we got your money, now go. You know, it was definitely, okay, you're part of the team, and meeting the other ladies on the team and realizing, hey, this is cool. Like, this is, we're getting to do this, and we can work on our own terms, and we can talk about beauty and be women and talk about eyelashes and makeup and other beauty tips, but at the same time, learn skills to our business and earn some money.
Right.
You know, then that's great too, right?
Right. Awesome. Okay, so Kazi, I want to ask you, how do you fit Rodan Fields in your busy life?
Well, when I get up in the morning, I have my prayer time, and then I have breakfast with my husband, and then I get on start checking my emails and Facebook. That's how I start my day.
You're already on Facebook, right? You were already doing that before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And oh yes, I have lots of friends from Yazoo City where I grew up, and it's so nice to stay in touch with everybody. But anyway, then as I mentioned before, I have a bunch of needlepoint groups that I belong to that I'm one of the teachers. So I'm pretty busy during the day with my friends and those things, but then or either babysitting, and then in the evenings I always check my emails and get on Facebook to see if anybody's saying anything, and but there are, every once in a while, there's a day where I will spend a couple hours during the day. Some of the maintenance stuff, checking in with my preferred customers, seeing if they need anything, if they have any questions. So, I try to touch base with my preferred customers on a regular basis, but I don't want to bother them.
Well, it's customer service. I mean, I think you go above and beyond on customer service, and not everybody does that, but that's like, you love your customers and you love checking on them and making sure they're doing well.
Well, and if they have any questions, or is there something else that, like if they've started a regimen, like one of my customers, she has rosacea, and I started her with the Soothe. And then after, I guess maybe about 3 or 4 months, because I was continuously checking on her, but, after a couple of months, I asked her if she wanted anything else, and she did. She wanted to try the Redefine, and she's enjoying that now. So it does.
Did she have any reactions on the Redefine? Good, because I'm a rosacea queen too, and I went full throttle with the Redefine, and I'm so glad I did. It helped my rosacea immensely.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. I'll mention that to her. Yeah.
We have some that have to kind of build up the barrier, and then they graduate to Redefine. So
I remember how I was borderline, like you were thinking I would be Soothe.
Yeah. But I was glad that you tried it. Some people are too scared, and so I put them on Soothe if they're too scared. And then,
well, what I did is I got the Redefine, and then I also got the number 2.
Right.
Step 2.
And that's I mean, you can combine them. So that's another perk of being a consultant, because with the big kit, you have everything, at your fingertips. Even the Soothe for sunburn and bug bites and rashes to, unblemish if you flare up. So, okay. Well, I know we're about 30 minutes, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. Annie, well, can you tell us just really quickly how you fit, since you work at the hospital, like on the days that you're working, how do you fit Rodan Fields?
Oh, on the days that I'm working, so a lot of times, I'll, in the morning when I'm getting ready or something, I'll have a little video going, a little training video or something while I'm getting ready in the morning using my Rodan Fields. I listen about Rodan Fields. And or sometimes I'll listen in the car when I'm driving. I might just send some texts or emails or something on my lunch break, or if I get a few minutes. But that's really how I do on a work day, pretty much. Yeah.
And on your drive, do you listen to stuff?
Yeah, and not every time.
Yeah.
Well, it's really early, so I don't call people. But I would just listen to stuff.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome.
Just every little, little moments here and there.
Right. And you are, you've perfected the art of the face washing party. So I want you to share about your first event, just really quick.
Okay.
Just how, and that, because that's been your thing. Like everybody finds their thing that they do, and you do it really well. So tell them what a face washing party is and how much fun it is.
Okay, so a face washing party is basically inviting all my friends to my bathroom. So I just set all the products out, and I serve wine and appetizers or dessert. And I guess the time I've done it lately have been like have them come over like at 7:30 or 8, or just to kind of, or later, like to get the kids settled, maybe not 7:30, but anyway, get the kids settled and come over and wash your face and get ready for bed and have some wine. We hang out in my bathroom, and but it's fun because everyone gets to try the products and in a casual, relaxed situation.
Oh, and they take the solution tool. What's that?
Oh yeah. So the solution tool is we all have our own personal websites that we get when we sign up, and it's just a quick little quiz that people can take with, I think, 5 questions. And so it'll tell us what the doctors recommend for their skin, because obviously we're not dermatologists. So, I mean, we pretty much usually know what people need, but sometimes we'll be surprised. And it helps the customer to, like, we might see that they have a lot of dark spots, but maybe their main concern is their wrinkles or, something like that. So, so everyone takes the solution tool and it says, oh, you're unblemished. And so then I would take them, here's the unblemished regimen. Try this. And
right. I love that. I love it.
So I was able to have, I don't know how many people came to my first, like 5 or so, but I was able to get, enough orders. And my first month I was able to make my full investment back. I'm sure mostly because of my face washing.
Right. That's a part of our system. And you were very coachable, but pretty much everyone that's on this, that's speaking to you has been very coachable and has been successful because of that. But what we have on our team, it's called a 30-day document, like a checklist. And so, and we also have fun things like, oh, if you hit your goal in 10 days, you actually get $100 bonus. That's what my leader above me does. And so we can really kick it in gear fast, and it's really fun. And, the most important thing is I just want everybody to know that when you come in, you're not alone, just like Kirsten said. Like, it's our job to help you, and if your personal sponsor is not able to, maybe working or they have a personal event happen, then the leaders above them or around you, like everybody is cheering you on. Like, it's not a competition. Oh, whose dog is that?
Mine. I'm sorry. They're in the other room.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So, I mean, that's just the beauty of it, is not only are we there to help you with your business, but also in personal matters. Like, like I went through a crazy 2.5-year divorce, and I had leaders around me, that were praying for me. They told me that they would take care of my team if I needed. And it was just like so awesome and amazing. And they weren't even in Houston. I mean, they were all over the US. And then when we come together every year for convention, I get to see all of them. And it's just all these friendships, I mean, are just amazing. And just mostly women on our team, we just have this awesome bond, and we have a lot of fun. So we're going this year to New Orleans.
Aww, cute.
Kitty gave me this. She was in New Orleans just a few weeks ago, and so she got it early. So
for their masquerade ball.
For our masquerade ball.
To see Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, we're going to see Kelly Clarkson. Y'all, they do it well, right? Last year it was it
Rachel Platt.
Yeah, Rachel Platten. Yeah, that was awesome. So we do have a lot of fun too.
Well, Christy, I know you've got the dress and the shoes.
Oh, well, I have one dress, but I have like 2 other parties I have to get dresses for.
I know, but you have one killer outfit already.
And that was at your party that we
had
tonight. will you tell us real quick, Kirsten, so you had a major life event just last month, and kind of how you fit Rodan Fields before and during and after.
Right. Well, I started in the business last October, so I still consider myself a newbie, but I guess I'm not anymore. But just in the customers that I built from October to June, I had a great paycheck the month of July when I got married, and I really wasn't able to work as much on my business during that month because I was so busy preparing and traveling before and after and during and after and whatever. But I was shocked in August when I got my paycheck, and I just thought, wow, if I could have only, really worked full throttle through July, but I still earn money. So if you lay the groundwork slowly but surely, and I guess the other thing is, I remember when I first started, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to get 10 PCs, or when I had my first party and I only got 3 new PCs, I just didn't think that was very much. And now I'm realizing the value of 1 PC, when you get, when you lay the groundwork and have that great customer that loves their product, they will keep loving on you and you keep loving on them, and they'll just keep coming back to you. And hopefully eventually I'm the more they get on the product, I want to approach them about the business when the time is right. But right now it's just getting out there and getting the product on people's faces, and just doing that. I still had a great paycheck during my wedding, so I was shocked. It was wonderful.
I mean, I experienced the same, with my divorce, and it's kind of crazy that I was actually able to grow a business. I mean, it was stable and steady, increasing even during a crazy time of my life. And that we have a lot of people around us on teams that have had to quit their job to take care of their father, or their husband got sick. And, this business is a great plan B, per se, for somebody. You never know what might happen in your life, but I am so grateful that I did jump into this. And even though it was scary at the time, I'm just really glad that I took the risk and jumped in, and I'm able to build something that actually I recently changed my will because after the divorce, and I actually wrote it in my will that my kids will get the residual income after I'm gone. And so, I mean, I truly believe that this company will be here after I'm gone. And with the doctor's proven track record, we're going to be global. We're going to a new country every year. And then they also create new products all the time, they guarantee us 2 a year. So this company is just getting started. It's really exciting. So, Kazi, can you just share real quick, I know we're almost done, your experience at the retreat at Lake Travis, and kind of what that meant to you about being on our team? Like, what did you learn there? And, what were the people like? Just real quick.
Okay, well, real quickly. Well, at first when I was invited to it, I felt really honored to be included. And but then I felt a little bit intimidated because I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be with 80 women who have perfect skin. But then when I got there, I thought, you know what? Everybody was so normal. They were so nice and so sweet and so inclusive. And because I didn't know hardly any of them. I just really knew Christy. And, I'd seen my team leaders on Facebook and on videos, the webinars and stuff, but I didn't really know them personally, but they were really sweet when, at the retreat. And
they're real people, right? They're just
yes, and I loved it. And it made me really happy that, yes, this is good. God knew what I needed, and he has certainly provided for me, and this is great.
And you got to go to Lake Travis, get on a party boat, right?
I know it.
Who would have thought a couple years ago that you would be doing this, right?
Oh, no, just no way. No way.
Okay, so Annie, if you could give one piece of advice to the audience, what would you say?
I would just tell them to just go for it, because there's really nothing to lose with this, because the business has a 60-day money back guarantee, just like the products do. So you could try it for 59 days and decide it's not for you and send everything back, and you get all your money back. So there's really no reason not to try it. If you're interested, just give it a shot and see how it goes. And, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Right. Exactly. Kirsten, do you want to share one piece of advice?
Not to be scared. Don't overthink it. Mm-hmm. Just keep it simple, enjoy the products, and then just slowly share with 2 people, whether it's a family member or a friend, and just take baby steps.
Right.
And before you know it, you'll have your first PC and then your second one, and you learn so much with each new customer, and then you build your confidence, and it takes a while to learn about all the products and what they can do and how life-changing they are, and it takes a while. But
you learn as you go. Like, you don't have to study, right? Like,
right. When I first started, I was, I have to, because I'm a performer. I'm used to being on stage, and we rehearse and practice, and everything's got to be perfect ahead of time. And but you can learn on the fly, and you've got Christy teaching you as well. She won't let you out there to dry. You'll be coached, and you'll know what you're doing. But there is a learning curve as well, and it'll take you out of your comfort zone. It took me 10 months to build up the courage to make my first video, like that I posted on Facebook to 540 of my friends. That was scary.
That's very scary. It is a big deal.
Yes, and it was a big deal, and it's still scary, but it's not as scary. And I didn't get any negative feedback. Everybody loved it. And even the people that I knew that would be, oh, Kirsten, that was terrible. All of them liked it.
Yeah.
And that's how I got some new PCs, because, I didn't understand. Or, I think you can post about it on Facebook as much as you can, but when they see you talking about it and fumbling over your words and, being silly or making a mistake, but you're showing how you feel about the product and what it's done for you and what you've seen it do for your children or your friends or other customers, people connect with that. And I think that's why this business is doing so well.
Right. It's word of mouth and just, yeah.
The women who love, the people, not just the women, the men too, but the women and men who love the products are the ones selling it.
Right.
So we're using it and sharing that excitement and joy and wanting other people to see it. And the other thing is, I don't go anywhere without my lash boost. Nowhere. I mean, everywhere I go, I will guarantee you I can go somewhere and sell a lash boost.
It's a conversation starter for sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is, and I want to add with about the lash boost that as I mentioned before, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I love my lash boost because I have eyelashes again post chemo.
Yes,
and it is so wonderful to be able to bat my eyes.
Right, I love that. I love it. Well, okay, you guys. Well, we went a little over 45 minutes. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. And the person that invited you really believes that you and your family can benefit from this. And they love you, and they just want you to look at it. So we hope that something may have resonated with you tonight. And so we want you to go back and talk to the person that invited you. And, our job is just to figure out what the right next step is for you. So be sure and talk to them, give them your feedback on what you liked, maybe what you're still not sure about, and we will help you take the next step. And we hope that you join our team. So thank you all so much. Good night.
Good night. Bye.